Greetings, Keishlings. Keich Prime here with my live reaction of One Punch Man, chapter 132. And to be honest, kind of feel like Rose from Titanic, you know, when she's like an old lady and stuff in like the present year of 1997. And it's like, it's been 84 years. Because it's been like 2.5 months and I've been waiting for this. I assume it's going to be the conclusion of the Sairochi versus Tatsumaki fight, and I think everyone's hyped for it. Everyone's been super excited today, so yeah. The title is something huge. I mean, Sairochi is kaiju, basically, so yeah. Let's see here. Got some Japanese here on the side, and we're getting a back view. Okay, that's new. I don't think we've actually seen the back of Sairochi before. That was pretty gaudy. Extremely huge, extremely ugly. I mean, Psykos is still hot. Orochi's portion of it looks awesome. So, ugly is not the word. Anyway, let's see here. Splitting the area and lifting the entire base. Did you want to show me your power since I'm more skilled? Huh? You had to eat or drink like a weird elixir to get to this level. So, no. Cuckoo. Amazing, amazing. It's like, cuckoo. No. Go on. What's next? I like the the fact that she looks naked, but is not naked. That is she naked? I wouldn't know if she was or not, to be honest. Go on. What's next? And Tatsumaki's just kind of floating there. It's like, did she get even larger? I think something in my brain just snapped at that. It's like, you're just now realizing that, Tatsumaki. Good lord. Is her ego so large that she, like, physically doesn't scale people, you know, as well, compared to herself or something? Okay, we're slurping sounds coming off of the bottom portion of the tower, well, the top part of the tower, bottom part of Sairochi there. Thought so. She's absorbing energy from those tendrils. Getting out of here, getting out of there really helped. Huh? And, okay, you're breaking the lifeline, I guess? But really, would it even matter if you cut that off? Sure, they won't get any stronger, but they have to be pretty damn strong, right? She's going, vroom. If I drill through that area, I can make you weaker very easily. Okay, doesn't seem to be phased. Phew, I knew this would happen. You don't get it, do you? In terms of power? She's doing a tri-beam. I am already above you. Oh, Lord. What? Okay. Tien, I think you have officially been outclassed. That's a big blast. Shit. I mean, when you consider how big it is compared to the tower, that is fucking massive. Oh, Lord, no. You can see the mountain ranges in the background. They look like nothing compared to this. Weird how it has like these multi-beams, then there's lightning in there, and then like a lighter form of energy making up the surrounding of it. Interesting. The width of the beam is a bit bigger than I thought it was. She's made it out to sea. I did not know how close they were to the ocean. I think they're like on the upper portion of Z City. So, like, the ocean was far away, but they were, like, relatively close, so to speak. So, but the fact that you've made it miles out to sea with that beam and you were miles into the coast. Oh, boy. And the heroes of... Oh, King got knocked over, but he's still protecting Tario. Love it. It's like, Genos is just kind of blocking his eyes. Which really, should he block his eyes? His eyes are cybernetic. Anyway, oh lord. In other cities you can see heroes. Oh no. What the fuck is that? Is she making a barrier around the planet? Or is that just like because the wave of energy is so big, it's like pushing out in a weird... I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like it broke through the clouds over here. But then there's nothing like that over anywhere else. But it looks like a disc. Okay. That looks like a hole in the ocean. She made a crevasse. And now the water's rushing. What the hell is going on? Did she freeze it? It almost looks like ice. Yeah. It's like there was... Oh, I think she cut through a mountain, maybe. And, like, water was running over the... I don't know. I'm confused. People will have to explain this to me. I have no clue. And now whatever that was is now just crashing back to the ocean and making massive fucking waves. And Tatsumaki has lost a shoe and a sleeve and, you know, a little bit of the side of her dress. The most damage we've ever seen done to her. So she might be thinking, it was like, you're a bit stronger than I thought. Foo, ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Splendid. This is splendid. So this is my new power. Oh, so that was really... So you, like, don't have a full idea of what your power is, necessarily? Until you use it? What was that? She can't have obtained a power of that scale by simply absorbing monsters. What on earth was that power coming from? And you can see the punch and crater from Saitama. Well, no, it wasn't a punch. It was when he kicked off the moon. Yeah. But anyway, it's the crater that Saitama made on the moon. Anyway, so it's like Saitama's always in the background. Where have we also seen weird shit happen? You know, because to be honest, what Saitama did is probably kind of close in scale. If not bigger. Way bigger, actually, because the moon is like the third the size of the Earth. And, you know, he put quite a bit of dent on that. So, yeah. But anyway. Let's see, the energy scale. It cannot be measured. What was that concentrated energy wave just now? Just... What is Tornado fighting? Okay, so Genos sees like, okay, scanner's not picking up anything. I cannot measure this. This is dangerous. Where's Master when you need him? Actually, to be honest, where is Saitama? I mean, the last time we saw him, he was like buried, I think, under the building. Or was he not? I can't remember. Let's see here. It's been too long. It's been like almost 3 months, so, you know. Mr. Genos, let us leave this to Miss Tatsumaki. We have to take this kid as far away as possible. I mean, King's kind of actually being responsible here, but we know his reasons. But yeah. Ha ha ha. Was that guy who appeared during the fusion reel. That guy. So you're interested in the source. Just as I thought. Even you looked worried. Why? Don't you tell me that they were able to scrape off some of Saitama's power. If they were, that'd be ridiculous. Are they talking about somebody else and I'm just being stupid and forgetful? You lost your chance at winning. I was chosen as a superior entity, and I was bestowed more power than you possess. Tatsumaki's just kind of like, uh-huh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's her transformation. She's thinking back on it. You are nothing more than a vessel to amplify my powers. I am the master. And, oh, yeah, what? This is... Is that the embodiment of Orochi's power? It looks like a planet with weird tunnely bits in it. It looks like some kind of painting that you would see in a modern, like, you know, history museum and all that kind of stuff. And it's like we're in the space, so this is weird. Brain cells. The structural diagram of the universe. It looks like Jupiter's surface. I guess I wasn't wrong when I said it looked like a planet. But, something like God. When it stopped, it looked into me. I felt fear. At the same time, a mysterious power was flowing into me. And in that instance, I was enlightened about my destiny. Really? Considering it looks more like kind of a fleshy mask reflecting off of her glasses, I'm thinking that it's probably not the case. What she's actually seeing is probably just a hallucination in the grandeur of her power-up. Destiny. The power lets me absorb all living entities through my flesh roots. And then, after fusing, the spirit becomes a massive thought entity. Oh no, those are people. She's made it to all through Z City, I'm guessing, at this point. Also, I do like the whole, like, the fact that Orochi itself looks like, you know, a neuron and stuff that's in your brain. And she's been talking about, like, the mind and whatnot. So it's like, it makes a good, you know, like, continuation of that from the design. I am a star-like perfect life form. I wonder if I can become Earth itself. What, by becoming like the core of the planet, by being a brain inside of it? What? You want to be planet Earth? You can't understand, right? With great power ending up absorbing every single thing, then ending up being alone in the universe. Sounds stupid to me. I mean, it does. Sounds horrible, to be honest. You're the stupid one here. This fate was from the start a huge current. The end for intellectual beings, and we've got Adam and Eve. Eve looking hot. And we've got, instead of, you know, Satan the snake, we have Cyrochi form here slithering up the tree. And I was the one chosen as the last representative. I might not be exactly the same as you in terms of psychic powers, but I'm by far the strongest. Why is that so? People like you and Fubuki are not thinking seriously about the future potential of psychic powers. She devoted herself to those worthless hero activities and completely ignored my warnings. Warnings? Oh, is that why they aren't friends anymore? And that's why you'll all be defeated, accepted as punishment. This is ridiculous. I only know humans who gather around espers to try and exploit them. Since you're not ready for it, even though strange, you'll be persuaded into doing their bidding. Really not sure if Tots' line here. If anything looks better, please do reach out. Oh, Vib did tell me there was a weird line, so I'm guessing that's the weird line. But let's read it again. Since you're not ready for it, even though strange, you'll be... Well, I would maybe have worded that as strange. Since you're not ready for it, you'll be persuaded into doing their bidding, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, she makes sense. That's logical that the psychics would be exploited by weaker people without powers. When the time comes, don't go expecting someone to come save you. Yes, but who saved you? That little flashback has to be coming back into play at some point, right? By the way, aren't you an idiot asking your pet for help while in danger? You bitch. Clenching her fist, and you can just see the veins in her arm. Calling me an idiot, even after witnessing my power. I mean, you didn't kill her. So it's like, eh. And she doesn't really seem to be phased otherwise than just some clothes damage, you know? You still won't acknowledge me. Are you... She's thinking of Fubuki. Like when they were in like high school or something. So it's like, is it more that you're just projecting your like feelings and anger of Fubuki at Tatsumaki, or what's going on here? I think that might be the case. Bring it on then. Oh Lord, we've got new... Those almost look like mecha dragons. Those are way bigger than the ones that attack Saitama and stuff, and you know, in earlier parts with the Orochi fight and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, they just kind of look robotic to me a little bit. Interesting horn design. I like it. But yeah, there's how many of them are there? There's 4, 5, 6, 7. There's probably at least 8 there. Just to kind of go with the whole, you know, Yamada no Orochi kind of thing. And they're all about to fire their lasers. Do your best to resist the will of the earth, chosen personally by God. Yet when it always comes down to like any reference to God in the series, it always seems to be like, oh, it's like Mother Earth, nature, something like that. So I'm definitely getting those vibes from this as well. Tatsumaki, I didn't scroll down far enough to see that. And they're all firing their lasers. She's firing her Omega Tri-Beam. You know. And the beams are bending and everything. Yeah, some of them are. Weird. Oh no, wait, that was Tatsumaki flying out of the way. Okay. Yeah. That's the end of it. If Blast doesn't come after someone literally lifted the ocean, he's a bitch-ass liar about fighting God-level threats. Yes. That was a beautiful chapter. I think Murata took his time with this one because, like, those scenes were a spectacle in themselves. We got several double spreads of it, you know, from like the ocean to the way we saw the Earth from orbit and everything. So all of that was just beautiful. So he definitely earns, you know, those art credits for this chapter. Now, some of what I think part of where Psykos is coming from is that, like, she just kind of has the god complex at this point. Like, she might have already been gaining it when her psychic powers really started becoming as grand as they were, even before, you know, fusing with Orochi, but now it's just hit a whole new level of god complex and everything. And be it, I don't know what kind of destiny she's really talking about, other than just becoming the planet, which seems kind of stupid, just like Tatsumaki points out, because, like, when you're the last thing, what's the point? I mean, I guess with her power and resources, she could then generate new life, potentially, but who's to say? But, yeah, so that's some interesting things. Definitely going to have some interesting discussions when it comes to the podcast for this one. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. I mean, I'm still thinking that, like, she might have been projecting a bit of her hatred of Fubuki onto Tatsumaki. So, and then, like, we need to know more about that story. Like, what's going on with that. But I guess time will tell. Also, Tatsumaki's line about, like, you know, when all that happens, it's like there won't be anyone to save you. I'm wondering, did someone maybe Blast saved her from that research facility? That's kind of my going theory with that. Like, she was probably she wasn't as powerful back then, and then her powers were probably being inhibited some way by some kind of technology or whatever. I did a whole series of psychic-related theories a while back, so go check those out for my thoughts of back then, but... So yeah, like, Blast probably saved her or something, so... or maybe Fubuki is super uber powerful, and we don't really know it, and she's, like, mentally suppressing it. Maybe that was the dark, unrelenting, full power of Fubuki in that one panel. And it was like, maybe that was something that, like, that maybe that's part of the reason why she's no longer friends with Psykos, because Psykos, like, ran into the bad Fubuki, the overpowered Fubuki, and it's like, I don't need anyone like you, you're weak. And it's like, Fubuki, no. It's like, get out of my sight, scum. Psychic scum. But yeah, maybe even, Fubuki doesn't know this, like, she has a double personality, or it could be very much like Mob Psycho 100, or Mob, like, once he reaches 100% of stress, he then essentially, like, passes out and becomes, like, a whole nother being, basically. So, could be something like that as well. I don't know. That's just kind of my theories at the moment. But, yeah. Art was beautiful. The chapter, while there wasn't a whole lot in terms of, like, story progression substance, there was some weird stuff that could definitely be talked about, which we'll get to in the podcast, because I wouldn't know where to start right now, so... But, yeah. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social medias so that you can keep up with my content, and also ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, as I mentioned before, so go check that out, because I'm sure in the few days we'll be doing the podcast. And, yeah. As always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quiche-lings. Oh boy! Things about to get real.